They called it a Caverna dos Susurros, the Cave of Whispers. It sat on the edge of the old world, a dark mouth in a forgotten mountain. The villagers spoke of shadows that moved, voices that lured, people who vanished. We weren't from the village. We were explorers. Dr. Aris Thorne, Lena, and me, Marco. We stood at the entrance, the air colder, the silence absolute. Local guides left us at the base, refusing to go further. The entrance was a jagged tear, daring us to enter. We stepped forward, leaving sunlight and reason behind. The darkness swallowed us whole. There was no turning back. The descent had begun. Inside, the darkness pressed against our skin. Our headlamps barely pierced the void. The air was damp and cold. Lena stopped, her light revealing glowing blue symbols, lines and spirals pulsing softly. The pattern shifted when we looked away. Aris traced them, but our instruments failed. The blue light cast dancing shadows. I kept seeing movement at the edge of my vision. The walls were eyes, all focused on us. We pressed on, deeper into the unknown. The whispers grew louder. The path sloped downward, the air thick and heavy. A low hum vibrated through the stone, a heartbeat of something colossal. Aris pushed us forward, chasing discovery into the grave. Suddenly, a scraping sound echoed ahead, deliberate, not natural. We froze, listening. The sound stopped. Silence pressed in. We entered a vast cavern. The humming intensified. The walls rippled, glowing lines pulsing in time like muscles flexing beneath skin. Through my camera, I saw faces forming in the stone. Hollow eyes, gaping mouths, screaming silently before melting away. The cave was alive, haunted by trapped spirits. It showed us what we could become. Lena whispered, "We shouldn't be here." The mountain was not just alive, it was aware. We were trespassers in a place that remembered every soul it had claimed. The fear was now a living thing among us. The path ended in a garden of bones, arranged in spirals and circles mirroring the glowing symbols. Hundreds, maybe thousands, bleached, inhuman, monstrous. Lena knelt, examining a skull with too many eyes, a jaw split in two. "These aren't human," she whispered. The cave was a graveyard for things older than memory. Aris's confidence cracked. He realized we were intruders in a museum of the dead. The patterns were rituals, the bones offerings. The metallic smell of old blood was overwhelming. We were surrounded by the remains of the cave's previous meals. This was not history. It was sacrifice. The truth Aris sought was a nightmare. The cave wanted to add us to its collection. We needed to escape. Panic set in. Survival was all that mattered now. We turned to leave, but the passage had changed. Narrower, shifting, alive. The cave didn't want us to go. The humming grew violent. The ground shook. Scraping sounds surrounded us, the mountain rearranging itself. Blue symbols flared. Faces in the walls screamed in silent malice. The cave was a labyrinth, actively trapping us. We scrambled through shifting tunnels, choking on dust, losing our way. Every path closed behind us. New ones opened, leading nowhere. The cave was a predator, toying with its prey. We were insects in its web, lost in a living, ancient intelligence. There was no escape. Only the mountain's will. We hit a dead end. The humming stopped. Silence fell, a predator's silence. The blue symbols dimmed. The cave watched us. Then, a voice, not heard but felt, filled our minds. It was ancient, immense, a consciousness of stone and time. Images flooded us. Stars falling, worlds dying, the Bone Garden's creatures worshipping in this place. We weren't victims, we were summoned. The cave had waited for us. You have come. We have been waiting. Darkness gathered, rising from the floor, taking a form our minds refused to comprehend. We hadn't come to explore. We'd answered a call. The thing that called us was here to collect. In the end, the mountain always gets what it wants. And now, it wanted us.